Hello, hi everyone. It's happy to see you all here. Welcome to our class today. Today we will discuss about the artificial intelligence, specifically about how AI will benefit for the business. So before we start, I would like to introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Nova, and I have several credentials in the AI, machine learning, and cybersecurity. I hold a CISO, Certified Ethical Hacker, cybersecurity, and also Google Machine Learning Engineer, TensorFlow, and IBM Data Science. Okay, in the next 15 minutes, I will explain to you, we will discuss about the AI and its benefits for the business. So before that, I would like all of you to know about the outline of our session today. As you see on the screen here, first we will discuss about what's actually AI, machine learning, and deep learning, and then the definitions and key differences amongst those, and then how AI actually works, the core technology that enable AI, and also the benefits of AI for the business and its applications, what actually the challenge that a business face in implementing AI, and the last but not least, if you would like to ask questions to me, I will happy to answer to you. Thank you. I believe some or not all of you already know about some events in the past related to the AI, right? If you see on the first picture here, the upper left, this actually in 1997, there's news that chess master Garry Kasparov actually, that time he is a #1 chess players that undefeated, and then IBM come up with the AI technology named with IBM Deep Blue, and on that competitions actually Garry Kasparov lost to the AI. So it's like give some impressions that actually computer can have some intelligence that beyond the Garry Kasparov, not only ordinary human, but the #1 the chess player in the world. And also in 2015, we also hear about where the car can drive itself with the AI technology definitely. So it also gives some indications or impressions that AI can mimic or simulate the human capabilities in driving car. And also in 2020, we heard also and surprised by the come of ChatGPT. Yeah, with ChatGPT, he can interact with the human like a real human, but even more than human knowledge. Yeah, we can ask many things to ChatGPT, ask him everything that we would like to know, and he or it can answer us. So that's amazing, right? You can interact like with us with any language and with conversation that really seamless, like to real human. And also the last, if you ever watch a movie named the Star Trek, Star Trek Next Generation, for example, like that, yeah, you probably know some one role names is Data, right? It's actually an android robot that actually but it can behave like a human, like a real human. So it's really a science fiction, right? But with the current technology and what we can predict the technology in the future, so based on the what currently we have, we can estimate that the real data probably can come up soon or sooner, yeah. Because we have already technology for seamless conversation like ChatGPT, autonomous vehicle, and decision making like the IBM Deep Blue. Okay, first of all, I would like to ask to you, any of you know what is actually artificial intelligence? Okay, any one of you? Okay, what is actually artificial intelligence? So actually, we can understand from the from the name, right? Artificial intelligence. So AI is actually the intelligence that is artificial. Yeah. How actually a human can mimic the human intelligence with the machine and computer. So By any means, if we can program, for example, machine or computer to mimic the human intelligence, actually it's artificial intelligence. We can call it artificial intelligence by any means. Yeah, probably we can directly programming it, or we can make the AI to learn by itself. Yeah, through the data, right? Okay. The next is actually what is machine learning. Yeah, probably some of us already hear it, right, about machine learning. What's actually the difference with the AI? Okay, any of you would like to answer this? Okay, so yeah, we can also understand machine learning from its name. Yeah, machine learning, actually machine that is learning. Yeah, machine learning actually a part of the AI, right? So with the machine learning, we can create a computer or program that mimic human intelligence. But the techniques to make the machine intelligent is different with the general AI. In general AI, actually, we can actually directly program it like in the past, like we create a decision tree, we create a lot of if and else conditions, like in the old games, right? We check every condition. If the condition is true, then we do a certain task. But in machine learning is quite different. Actually, we don't directly program the intelligence or the with the a lot of if and else, right? Rules. So we collect the data and we create a script and let through the script let it create a model, AI model from the data, a lot of data. So it will infer like mathematical equations, or we call it usually as a model that can be used for predicting, classifying, or yeah, so many things, right? Okay. The next is deep learning. Okay, so what actually the difference deep learning with the machine learning? So deep learning actually, yeah, quite the same with the machine learning. From the name, we already know that this is actually deep. Means it means that we create simulations of human intelligence by learning from a lot of data, but the structures of neural networks is more than like more than one, two, or three layers. Actually, it's quite a lot. If you can see from the image on the lower right, you can see actually it contains a lot of layers. So it's try to mimic the human neural networks, right? We actually have a brain, right? Contains of a lot of neurons and a lot of layers. So it actually like to mimic that to enable learn more and learn better compared with only shallow machine learning models like before. So with deep learning, we can solve harder problem, more complex problem that standard machine learning cannot solve. For example, if you like to like create like ChatGPT abilities or like Tesla abilities, it's not possible using only machine learning. So it's possible with the deep learning. Okay. Next is why we use AI in business. So definitely business is for profit, right? And business will not use technology if it doesn't give benefits to the business itself. If you can see from the picture here, right, this is actually the car assembly, car industry. You can see that the car is assembled, with the help of the robots with AI technology. So the robot is actually will automate the assembly of the car, right, without human manually intervention, for example, like that. So with the robot, actually, it can fasten the output, the process, right? The assembling of the car, and also can make it more accurate compared with human, and it's also it can works a longer time than human. It doesn't need a sleep, it doesn't need a rest, right? Compared with the human. So with the help of this AI robot, yeah, the car industry can produce more output, right? So it gives a lot of benefits to the business. So the next is how actually AI works, yeah, especially for the machine learning. Okay, yeah, for machine learning, actually, we mimic the human intelligence by allowing them to learn, through the data, right? So the first step is actually we collect a lot of data, big data. Usually we call it as a big data, and then we prepare data, yeah, clean up, and also we do some normalization, standardizations, and preparations of data, and then we can use the data through some scripts that we create, yeah, to learn from the data, and it will do some repetitions from the data, right? To create a model, AI model that actually can predict later on. So yeah, actually it will create some kind like mathematical equations, and also it will repeat until some training accuracy achieved. Yeah, during the training we also do some model validations, which means that actually we will validate the training model generated with another data that is not included in the training phase. So with the other data, we will try to get some metrics, right? The accuracy. If actually with either another data, it can predict correctly with a high degree of accuracy, it means that the model is quite valid. So the next step, we can use that for the prediction on the reward with another data that probably is not known yet by the model, but you can predict, right? It will create like mathematical equations. So what's the benefit AI for the business? Yeah. This is actually another examples. If you can see from the pictures on the left, it is in the agriculture industry. You can see that AI can help the farmer to predict which fruits already ripe, which fruit or is not yet. So from with the AI, it classify the object, the image with the computer visions. On the middle, you can see it is actually how AI help the finance industry by calculating credit scoring. What's actually credit scoring is? Credit scoring actually, yeah, scoring or predicting whether a person that will need a loan will it pay in time. For example, is it will it uh, will have some debt failure in the future based on a lot of data from uh, another customer, for example, like that. And on the right, we can see this actually how AI help the retail industry, Amazon.com. If you shopping on the Amazon.com, like shopping books, for example, like that, you will see in certain area, like on the bottom right, you can see AI recommend another books that he predict you will like also to purchase. Yeah, this is actually another examples in the AI in Amazon, right? Amazon Go. This is actually a retail industry. If you ever go to shopping mall, for example, like that, usually when you need to pay, you need to queue, right? Yeah, on the cashier, yeah, to pay. That actually wastes a lot of time. But with Amazon Go, people actually can just check the stuff, the products, and then put the card, and then just go out, yeah, through the gate, and it can pay digitally. So with the AI technology, it can trace actually what product you pick and how much is it, for example. And also it can provide like security by object detection. If you not paid yet, for example, it will notify you, give an alert, for example, like that. So actually this is the AI technology in offline retail, right? With with the technology like computer vision, object detection, recommender engine, and speech recognition. This is also some example. AI in the healthcare industry. AI can help doctor, for example, to classify whether the human heart will have some cardiovascular disease or heart problem or healthy. How actually you can predict? It runs with a lot of pictures, a healthy heart and heart with the disease, right? And then it can create a model that can help to predict another image, heart image. So it can predict whether the next image is contains cardiovascular disease risk or actually healthy. Okay, this is the AI help in the financial industry also that it can help for the fraud detection. So it can in real time it can predict whether the transaction is fraud or not with logistic regression and auto encoders algorithm in the AI. And it's for example it used by the Abacus software. So if the AI is so beneficial for the business, why not all business just use AI, right? the problem, there are some challenge in AI implementation. The first one is about the cost, right? Yeah, because AI is actually AI model is learning from the big data, right? So we'll need some cost actually to collect the data, right? To prepare data with some data science, for example, expertise, and need big storage to store the data, and need some machine learning or data science expertise also to use the data for the training to create the model. That actually quite costly. And also, for example, it needs a huge computing power. For example, if you like to train a big data, right, with some with short time, for example, you will need some hardware like GPU. For example, a GPU that usually use like NVIDIA N1, A1. I mean, it costs like around like 10,000 US dollar, right? Lower than that, like T1, T4. I mean, so it's like 2,500 US dollars, quite expensive for individual, right? So the next problem is actually it needs really needs technical skills to develop it, right? It's quite rare to find people with the background or skill set in math, in calculus, in statistics, for example, in computer science, also data science. Yeah, so it needs like a complex knowledge, and we need people with that kind of background. And usually, if you found it, actually, the rate is quite high, so it's quite expensive also, right? And then the next is there's an ethical barrier related to the data, right? Because in some countries, for example, there's a data protection by the law or by the ethical. And also, if we train the AI model with the partial data, for example, and then it also can create another bias, right? So the AI model will tend to give output with the more data that we have compared with the less data that is also. So the next part is about the integrating AI with the system. It can also be complex and time consuming, right? Because it needs like you need to understand both the system, right? The AI system and the particular system. And you need specialized skills to integrate that part. So I think that's all for today's session. I will give all of you opportunities to ask questions.